Good morning, students. Today we are going to study our first chapter of geography book, and the name of the chapter is representation of the geographical features. Okay, so in this chapter you are going to learn topographical survey maps and its elements like colors, grid, scale, and you will also learn to locate the places on the topographical map. In previous class, that is in class 6, you have learned about maps and its types. Okay, but before going to the topographical map, let us see what is map. Okay, so what is a map? A map is a geographical representation of the earth or a portion of the earth on flat surface. So map is nothing but a representation of the earth or a part of the earth on the flat surface. Okay, now cartography. What is cartography? The science of making maps is called cartography. The science of making map is called cartography. The technique, the method of making maps is called cartography. Now cartographer. What is cartographer? The professional who makes map. The person who makes map, they are known as cartographer. Now let us see the types of map. So how many types of maps we have? Here we have. Let's see now types of the maps. So first we have here political map, physical map, thematic map, topographic map. Beside this, one more map we have, that is cadastral map, but that we will learn later. Okay, so broadly here we have 4 types of map. So first we have here political map. Political map shows boundary of states and the country. So what does political map show? It shows the boundaries of the states and the country. Now physical map. Physical map shows the physical features like mountain, plain, plateau, coastal areas, desert. All these kinds of physical features is shown on the physical map. Now next we have thematic map. Thematics come from the theme. So this map is based on the particular theme, such as rainfall distribution of the population. We can say population density. All this kind of information are shown on this map. Thematic map means theme. It's based on, we have theme. Topographic map or topographical map. It is also called topographical survey map. It shows the natural and man-made features on a particular area in detail. Okay, so what is topographical map or topographical survey map? These maps are large scale map based on accurate survey of land. These maps show natural and man-made features such as hill elevation, drainage, vegetation, residential area, roads, etc. So topographical map or topographical survey maps are large scale map. So what is large scale map? You have studied in your previous class, in class 6. Large scale maps are those maps which shows a small area with more information, means in detail information. So topographical maps are large scale map and it is based on accurate survey of the land. It is based on the accurate survey of the land. After doing survey of the particular area, then only this topographical map is prepared. Okay, means from the primary source, directly from the primary source. In geographical language, if you say, then from the primary source, not from the secondary source. Okay, and these maps shows natural and man-made features. These map shows natural and man-made features such as hill elevation, drainage, vegetation, residential area like town, villages, buildings, then roads, etc. Now topographical maps are useful for planning roads, irrigation and towns. So these maps are useful for planning roads, irrigation. Irrigation means simply we can say the drainage system of canal, right? drainage system of canal to provide water to the crop in a particular interval of time. And towns, for planning towns also these maps are used. Now let us see the purposes of topographical map. What are the purposes of topographical map? Number one, we have here, these maps serve as guide for the travel. If you are traveling from one place to another, then this map, topographical map, help us to reach our destination. It help us to reach our destination. With the help of this map, we can locate any place. We can locate any place, even a single building also. So with the help of this map, we can travel from one place to another, and it serves as a guide. Point number two, they are used for military purpose. So these maps are also being used by militaries. Now point number three, this is useful to study the regional geography of an area in detail. So as I told you that these maps are large scale map, so they give detailed information about a particular area. So that's why these maps are very useful to study, to learn regional geography of an area in detail. Okay. Point number four, they are also useful for navigation. Now let us see the elements of the topographical map. In other language, what are the things that you can see on the topographical map? First, number one, we have here color. Number two, the grid reference. Number three, we have scale. And number four, we have. Now let us see colors on the topographical map and their uses. The natural and man-made features on the topographical maps are shown in color. Each color used on the map has its own importance, has its own significance, and these colors are universally accepted. It means these colors are accepted by the universe, by the world. Okay, means whatever color we are using for making topographical map in our country, using by other people of the world, other countries of the world also. Suppose if you are using black color for dry stream and surveyed trees, then it is, then in other countries also they are using black color to show only the dry stream and the surveyed trees. Okay, so let us see which are the color are being used on the topographical map. First we have here yellow color. So yellow color is used to show the cultivable land, plateaus, desert and the plains. Cultivable land means the land that can be used for production of the food grains, crops. Okay, means agricultural land. Second, here we have a green color which used to show forest area or the vegetational area. Okay, then number three, we have here white color, and white color is used on the topographical map to show rocky areas, barren land, or we can say uncultivable land. And number four, we have here brown color. So brown color is used to show the contour lines, their heights, relief, features like mountain. Okay, so let me tell you what is contour line. Contour lines are those lines which connect those places which have equal elevation, or we can say equal altitude. It means equal height from the sea level. Okay, now number five, we have black color. So black color is used to indicate or to show dry streams and surveyed tree. Dry stream means a stream without water. Okay, then we have red color. Here red color is used to show the permanent huts like buildings, and it means residential area. Okay, then yes, settlement and the cities, towns, cities, settlements, residential area, huts are shown by the red color. So these are the colors that are being used on the topographical map to show different natural and man-made features. Now let us move to the second element, that is the grid or the grid reference. Okay, the network of vertical and horizontal lines or string and northing is called the grid or the grid reference. The network of vertical and horizontal line. You can see here, these are vertical lines. Here you can see 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. These are vertical line, and similarly these are horizontal line. So when a line moves in this way, this is called vertical line, and this way when a line moves, then this is called horizontal line. I think you have studied in your mathematics. Okay, so the network of vertical lines, which is also known as easting, the network of vertical line, which is also known as easting, and horizontal line, which is also called, or which is also known as northing, is called the grid or the grid reference. So how a grid reference or a grid looks, it looks like this. Here you can see, here I have made a grid reference. So these are vertical lines and these are horizontal lines. Now you see, in this topographical graph, the grid reference are given. It means the network of vertical and horizontal lines are given. So this network of vertical and horizontal lines, which is also known as easting and northing, is called grid, the grid reference or the grid. Okay, now you can see here all this vertical line 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 are called easting. What? Easting. And similarly you see here 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. All these horizontal lines are called northing. What? Northing. Remember, in the topographical map, that grid reference has two kind of lines, one vertical line and another horizontal line. All the vertical lines are called easting and all the horizontal lines are called northing. Okay, now this point where, now you can see this point is called origin. This point is origin. What? Origin, which is southwest. Sometimes it is also called southwest point or origin point. Now what is the use of these grids? What is the use of these northings and easting? So these verticals and horizontal lines, which is also called easting and northing, are used to locate a feature on the topographical map by using 4-figure grid reference. Now how to find 4-figure grid reference? Now I am going to tell you. So carefully you look here. Okay, now you see all these vertical line 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All these vertical lines are called easting. What? Easting. And it will move from origin towards the east, 24, 25, 26, 29. Not here from here 23, 24, 25, 28, 29. Not in this way. It will move from origin towards the east. So that's why 23, this is also a easting. 24 is, this is also easting. So these are called easting. Similarly, northing also move from the origin towards the north. So now all these horizontal lines 73, 74, 75, 76 and 77, all these horizontal lines are northing and they move from origin towards the north. So that's why 73, 74, 70. So this grid reference is used to locate a physical feature by using 4-figure grid reference. Now I am going to tell you how to find out 4-figure grid reference on the topographical map by the help of northing and the easting. Okay, suppose this is our school on the topographical map. Okay, St. Alphonsus School. Now we have to find out 4-figure grid reference of this, of our school on the topographical map. So first what we have to do, first we have to go to the east. Now you see between which two eastings our school is coming. Okay, so here you can see our school is coming between 25 and 26. So it is coming between 25 sting and 26 sting. 2 sting, that is 25 and 26. What we have to do? We have to take smaller one, that is 25. So what we will write? 25. Okay. My marker is not writing, so that's why what we have to do? 25. Now we have to see between which two northing our school is coming. So two northing, here you see 75 and 76. Okay, 75 and 76. Our school is coming in between 75 northing and 76 northing. So again here we have to take smaller one. Okay, that is 75. Okay, 75. So what is 4-figure grid reference of our school? That is 2575. 2575. So in this way you can find out 4-figure grid reference of any physical feature, maybe a building, maybe mountain, maybe temple, maybe school, maybe anything. Okay, you can find out with the help of this easting and northing. You can find out 4-figure grid reference. This is the way to locate a place on the topographical map by the help of easting and the northing. So my dear student, in this video this much only. I hope you enjoy the class, and let us meet part 2 of this video. Till then, take care.